I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feel the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Flag! Pick me up! Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Reynolds. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Two times. Bring down.
First down, Winston. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards. No gain on the dump off at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 60 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Hey, check.
On second down, it's Reynolds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Check 26, check 26.
Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Lamb. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that route. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6.
Let's go, let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go again. 36, 36. Go.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now Winston. Catch made here by Campbell.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and long for Winston. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
You gotta go, baby.
On first down, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out. 5-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the interception, Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston now from the 50. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it. He's got a man. Complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 33 yards that time. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Lorenzo Carter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a 1st-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's Mahomes hit. He lost the football. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
I can't really let you play. I can't let you go.
Jameis now on 1st down. This is the tight end fan. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike, let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Winston. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders get a score closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Roquan Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Winston now still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now Winston.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Winston now. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Check 3, check 3. No.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tight down. There you go. 59 mark. Check. 15. Bravo! Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Slam, slam.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Yellow. On the line.
Go.
Yellow.
Quick dance. Come. Anyway.
Check 59.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.